EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon, and we are underway from Arrowhead. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Attack! 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 Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going with her tight end on 4th. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to roam. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go play fake. Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdes-Scantling. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was now fun to watch.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 15. Hey, Sunday. Easy. Hey, rip lift. Hey, 57, call it.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
15. I don't need to. Hey, 57, call it. 57.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
43, 43, 15. 15, 15. Hey, 43.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 5 now. Tua. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. Nope.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On second down, Mostert. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Tua sets up to pass it, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Hey, 43, 15.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yellow. Gotta go, baby.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some space here. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 34 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Tua going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this one is right through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Mahomes takes it himself.
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
And Mahomes going to run again.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 in one of our early window games here